Hello students, now we are going to discuss about the morphology of flowering plants, right? So when we talk about the morphology means its outer appearance, how it looks, right? So there are so many flowering plants available in this planet, in this earth. They are having huge uses into the field of medicine or into the field of biology, right? So we need to know about how the morphology in the coming to the biology, since it is there as a remedial biology, the introductory biology. So you need to know about the basic thing of the plant structure, plant body, because ultimately we know that 80% of our drug or medicament, it is coming from directly or indirectly from the plants, right? So let's try to understand what is the meaning of the morphology. So when we talk about the morphology, it is a name, it is the name given to the science that deals with the study of the form, right? What is the form, what is their main this thing, right? How it appears, and the structure of anything, right? It may be the root, stem, fruit, flower, bar. Now we are talking about the plant, so these things which will be there, right? So generally morphology means it's a form and structure of anything, right? So the morphology of the flowering plant includes the roots, it may be the stem of the plant, it may be the leaf of the plants, flowers, fruits, wood, root, bark. There are so many things which will be there into the plant part. So those morphology, when we are going to study, that is called the morphology of flowering plants. So generally, what do you mean by flowering plants, right? So when we talk about, these are the most diverse group, right? So they most 80% of the plants, they may be the flowering plants, right? So 3 lakh known species till now we are having. We know that their name, their species, their genus, their order, their family, the things are available. That is the 3 lakh in number. It is known as angiosperm. These flowering plants are also known as angiosperms category actually, and they produce seed bearing fruit. So whatever the fruit they are going to produce will have the seeds, right? Flowers are the reproductive organ, we know that, and they are providing the space or platform for the pollination, and the further it can have the reproduction, right? So under this we are having certain things which we need to understand, like roots, right? So when we talk about the roots of the particular plant, what these are and what are the roles. So in the remedial biology, we need to know about the basic thing about the different part of the plant, right? So when we talk about the roots, these are brown in color, non-green, right? Generally the aerial parts on the leaf will be green, so but root are non-green. They may be underground part of the plant, right? Because almost of the roots, they will be underground, they will be the below the earth, inside the earth, right? So that is the things, right? So there are 3 types of roots available with us, like tap root. When we call about tap root, these are found in the dicotyledons type of plants, and they develop from a radical of germinating seeds, right? So that is their characteristic. And for example, we are having in the tap root are mustard root, or maybe mangoes root and banyan tree root. These are the tap root. When we are having fibrous, so when we talk about fibrous type of root, they are found in the monocotyledonous, right? So here dicotyledonous, here the fibrous root, they are found in the monocotyledonous type of the plants, and they develop from the thin branching and the primary roots, right? They doesn't penetrate deep into the soil, that is their property. So we are having example under fibrous roots are wheat root, wheat plant, right? Then paddy root, grass, then carrot, onion. So these are the different examples of the plant where they are having fibrous root. Coming to the third type of root, that is the adventitious root, right? So this will also have the its own function. For example, these originate from the part of the plant body, right? Any part, right? It may be that's what root are coming from the part of the plant, not on the underground, right? They found in the monocotyledonous plants only, but they are having various functions. For example, they give mechanical support, and they will also involve into the vegetative propagation. That is the one of the cultivation method technique, right? So example, we can have in the this category banyan tree, maize, and oak tree. So these are the root, right? So what are the function of root when we talk about? So root is having certain function. For example, they are involved in the absorption of water and mineral from the soil. they are going to store the foods, right, and other nutrient material storage. Also we can write mechanical support. Of course the root is the underground, so they are going to support mechanically to the particular plant. They involve in the respiration of the plant, reproduction also they are helping, right. So these are the different what you call function about the root. Apart from the root, we are having the stem, right. So morphology of stem is also the another important fact which which is there in the syllabus unit 1 in the remedial biology. So let's try to understand the morphology of stem. They the plumels develops to form the stem, right. So you can say it is plum, right. So the plum they will develop to form the stem, and stem is nothing but this is the aerial part of the plant or upper part of the plant. It is there, it's not underground, we cannot say, right. Axis of the plant, these are axis of the plant. They consist of nodes, internodes. They may have the buds, branches, leaves also. They will be there in there will be there in the stem only. Flowers and aerial, subaerial, and also they sometimes they may be underground. Like stem means potato is very good example of underground stem, that is tuber actually, right. So we are having two types of basically stem, weak stem and herbaceous woody stem, right. So first one is the weak stem. Weak stem, they are thin and long, right. So here we are having three types of weak stem, like creepers or prostate stem. So when we talk about creepers, they grow flat on the ground. For example, grasses. So you might be knowing the grasses, you have seen, right. So how they are going to grow flat, right. They will not go straight always, right. Then second types of weak stem, it is climbers. As the name indicates, they are going to climb. They will be too weak to stand. They are not going to stand by their own. They climb on support. We have to give the support, like maybe different types of bitter gourd is there. Then there are so many types of watermelon, muskmelon. They need support, right. For example, here we can write piper longum, right. So this is the one of the example. Then we are having another one, the last one under weak stem, that is the twiners, right. So thin and they are thin and wiry, right. So what do you call wiry type of nature, that's what they are going to bind them, like they coil the support and grow, right. So you might be seeing in the climber plants, there will be the like wiry like a structure. For example, ipomia. So in this plant these kinds of tumor will be there. Now second types of stem, that is the herbaceous and woody stem, right. So when we talk about herbaceous and woody stem, they are normal stem, but they will be soft, hard, and they may also woody, okay. They produce leaves and exposed to the sunlight for the photosynthesis. They conduct water and mineral transportation. They involve in the different other transportation. They provide the fruit and flowers to for the pollination, right. So that these are the basic function. The herbaceous and woody stem will be there in the sunflower, sugarcane, and mango tree, okay. Now basic function of the and the different form of the what you call stem. So when we talk about this, we are having let's discuss the different form. So the particular stem, they may have in different this form, like they may be suckers, runners, climbers, tubers, rhizomes, then tendrils, thorns, then clandode. So these are the different form of the stem. Stems are having some basic function on the plant. They are providing support to the leaves, to the flowers, to the fruits, etc., right. They also help the plant for transports of the water and minerals towards to the leaves from the root and via stem only, and they hold the plant upright, right. So that's what the plant will be there in upright like this, right. So this plant upright it will be, otherwise they may go like this and this. So that's what it's very important, because of root only they will be stand properly. Transport food from the leaves to different part of the plant, because this food carbohydrate that will be produced by the photosynthesis that fruit ultimately it is for the plant, so it should reach to the different part that will be by the stem only. Then photosynthesis, it will help the leaves to expose to the sunlight, so that the photosynthesis mechanism can be taken place. And after making the food, they will store the food also, and whenever it will be required, it will be transported to the different part of the plant, right? So that's what stem also having very important role for the normal growth and development of the plant. Thank you all.